Let's get to a Teresa Caputo clip that I took off the internet. This is from the Anderson Cooper show. Did you see this?
No, I haven't seen this,
Okay.
but you had it up earlier, and she was on. Anderson had her on?
Anderson had her on. Anderson Cooper live.
What is he, like, hard-hitting journalistic interview?
He doesn't, I don't think he believes any of this.
Yeah.
Right? I think
Okay,
that's
good.
why he has her there.
Good. Yes.
To kind of call her out.
Right.
And the crowd is a mix of, I think, people who believe and don't believe, but you can tell they mostly don't believe.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
They play it really, it's really tough. What psychics do in a crowd like this is they throw out a net.
Yes.
They say, I see someone who wore shoes. Does
Has a leg.
Yeah, has a leg. Does anybody know somebody who had a leg? And then most of the people raise their hand. He used to wear, it was a he, and then some people, then
Right.
half the hands go down, and he wore red shirts. And then, more hands go down.
Right.
He had glasses.
Yeah.
And so she just kind of nails the details in, and then she does intuitive reading, basically with someone talking in her ear, telling her more details about this person.
Right, once they've zeroed in on that person.
And I think she does that, this throwing a net or casting a net, netting is what I think they call it. I think she does this on television shows like Anderson Cooper Live because she's probably afraid that she will get caught with an earpiece and doesn't have the staff that she needs. I think she only does that inside of her own live event.
Own shows.
This is casting a net because this is what she always does on every fucking show. We've reviewed Teresa Caputo before and the same methodology is done. So let's listen to how this goes down. Look at her hair. Look at her hair.
Yes, I see.
Covers every bit. And I think it's even possible that Teresa has maybe some pressure sensors in her head. Like yes, no.
Oh.
You know how they now have they used to have this technology with like Nintendo gloves. Like, they put these little things they're like little airbags and they just inflate real quick, right? Microscopic airbags that inflate.
Interesting. I agree. Yeah.
And I think you could probably stick those on your head. That's definitely
she
a
could
wig.
have some airbags.
Yes. She's got some windbags, that's for sure. It's fucking Yahoo. Okay, let's take a listen to Teresa Caputo working the crowd at Anderson Cooper Live, a television show that's no longer around, but this is 2014 or 15.
Hey, welcome back to AndersonCooper.com. This is a special web edition. We're here with Teresa Caputo and also my co-host for the day, Tamar Braxton. So, Teresa, you've been reading a lot of people, and as we went away, you said there was somebody else you were reading something else. So.
Somebody lost a spouse newly, and someone.
Someone knows somebody who's dead. I sensed that. I got that during the break. I was on my phone. I looked up your name on Facebook, and I got that you lost somebody recently.
Yeah.
Watch how much trouble she has figuring this out.
Also lost a sister, and someone is also wearing the mother or grandmother's religious articles, whether if it's like a miraculous medal, a cross, rosary beads, or they brought them
What's
with
a
them.
miraculous medal?
Who lost this?
A miraculous medal is her getting nervous because she sees no one is responding to her. She literally just said 3 things that almost everybody at some point in their life, like, your grandparents.
Exactly.
Do you have some jewelry of your grandparents?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. That's the
do you
thing,
know-
and I've worn it.
Yep. Do you know someone that's dead? Do you know someone that's dead?
I did know
Of course
somebody
you did.
that was dead.
You did know. Well, of course. There you go. That's fair enough. All right. So, and then someone who has a sister.
Right.
I mean, someone who has a sister. That's like 40% of the earth has
or
a
the
sister.
Spouse. Look at Anderson.
Spouse.
Now
I
she's
think
going to
I'm
hone
right-
in.
I'm right here. Is your wife departed?
You notice this. So what happened here, for those of you that aren't watching, and you can watch on youtube.com/the commercial break. Please subscribe if you like the channel. What you can see is a couple people raised their hands, but she went for somebody specific in the audience.
She did. She goes, I'm right here.
I'm right here. I'm right here. This is the people that my producer is telling me to look at.
Your wife has departed? Okay, because she sat next to you and she said, just sit down. Would that be her personality to tell you maybe don't speak up yet quite so much? Is that her wedding ring?
No, it's my mother's.
Is that her wedding ring? No, I'm actually gay. That's my husband, Bob. My wife was my first wife. She sat down right here and she said, tell Bob to sit down. Tell him to shut up. Does that sound like her?
He didn't even say, he was like,
Yeah. This guy is 82 years, 82 years old. Which person is 82 years old that was married for a long period of time does not know a wife to go, hey, you.
Right.
Guy with the dick that's been bothering me for 50 years. Sit down and shut up. I mean, I've been married for 5 and that's happening. That's what happens in marriage. You don't have to be a genius to figure that one out.
I heard the wedding ring. And that's your mom's wedding ring?
Yes, it is. This is my wife's wedding ring here.
It's on my wife. This is my wife's wedding ring. It's actually on my wife. She's sitting right here. I think she got this completely wrong.
The wedding ring. But where is the chair? Why do I keep getting the thing with the chair? Do you still have
Do you
her
know
chair?
someone that used to sit in a chair?
Why am I getting a thing with a chair? Are you sitting in a chair? Is there a chair under you? This is amazing. It's coming through crystal clear. Do you have a chair in your house? Do you know somebody who has a chair in their house? Have you ever seen a commercial for a chair or with a chair in it? Have you been watching television shows with chairs in them? I'm on it. I'm hot today. I am hot today. I am Teresa Caputo. I'm sorry. Sources eating is just telling me things right out the back of my head. Here's the other thing she says. She'll probably say it here. Is that, you'll have to excuse me because while I'm talking to you, a million people are talking to me in my head.
Right.
I'm sure they are. It's your fucking producer in your ear. You dumb. Sorry to use this word, bimbo.
No.
Or did she have an issue with her legs prior to her passing?
Well, she had legs. Does that count?
After she died, did she have problems with her legs? I meant after she died. Did she have problems moving her legs after she died? When she was in the casket and you were at the viewing, could she move her legs? No? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that. Something wrong with her legs. They're not moving. I don't see them moving.
He looks like he's here in headlights, too.
I know.
He's
He doesn't want to.
He's like,
He doesn't want to embarrass her, but he's like, I'm sorry, lady. You're so wrong.
the chair. He's like, no, there's nothing about a chair. And she's like, what about her legs? He's like, no.
I came here because Anderson Cooper was cute. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm here for the CNN tour. Where's your wife's wedding ring? It's on my wife. She's sitting next to me. I don't know if you missed that part, but he actually, when she asked where his wife's wedding ring was, he pointed to the woman sitting next to him. So I can only imagine that's actually his wife sitting next to him. She's not dead. He just doesn't have the balls to tell her.
Her gall.
Who had the issue with the legs?
Oh, she moves on to
Paralyzed?
someone
Was
else.
something amputated? Or was there an issue with the legs where your husband was bed restriction? Is that correct?
Bed restriction.
Bed restriction.
Well, I mean, that
I-
is a huge
Hold
amount
on,
of
Krissy.
people.
Something's
that are
coming through.
upset.
I sensed that both his legs were amputated. Did he have trouble walking?
Or was he just bed restricted?
Yeah, was he bed restricted? Did he have a restriction?
She has
in his
left
bed?
this guy.
Oh, she didn't even say any more. She was like, fuck you, dude. You aren't playing along.
You're not
Yeah.
giving me what I want.
She targeted one guy. She was completely wrong.
Yeah.
He
goes, it's a gallbladder.
Yeah, it's a gallbladder, not a leg. Something with the leg. I don't know what you're talking about, lady. So now she literally said no additional words to him. She pivoted to someone else. She's looking to cast another net,
Exactly.
right?
Somebody with a leg. Somebody has something to do with a leg.
Yeah, something. Does anybody have a leg? Has anybody seen a leg?
Amputated. Bed restricted.
Can you see my leg? Does Anderson have legs? If you can see Anderson has legs, I need to talk to you.
Was with his legs. Oh, she shake. They're pointing out. She shake.
Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. I think I just noticed something here, Krissy Hoadley. Bryan investigating. Okay, now. Look at the you see what I saw?
Yes, the people in the back.
Now, there are people, you have to watch this, youtube.com/the commercial break. I don't want to say that over and over again, but I want to point something really important out here that's like, I just figured out.
There's a whole team of people back there.
There's a team of people standing on the side of the studio, but they're in this camera shot.
Yeah,
and when
they've got headphones on.
They've got headphones on and microphones. And when Teresa pivots, somebody points to his chin and then points into the audience.
Yep.
I think this is her signal guy. Yeah, watch this.
What was with his legs? Oh, she shake. They're pointing out. She's shaking her head.
Wow.
No,
He just did
Yeah,
that.
he just did that. He just pointed to his chin and then pointed out into the audience where this lady
Yeah,
was.
and then she's like, she's shaking her head.
Yeah.
She's shaking her. I've got one. Somebody had legs.
I saw you blink your eyes. She's flailing.
Oh, yeah.
Look, you don't have to acknowledge it. I don't care. I don't care if you believe in what I do. That's not what just accept that. I'm sorry? You're afraid? What about me? I'm talking to dead people. Don't you think I should be afraid? Why are you afraid? Right.
And this is the other thing that Teresa does,
gosh.
is she breaks things up with laughter because it's hard. That's disarming, right? It's disarming when people laugh. So she uses her sense of humor.
Kind of making fun of herself a little,
that's right.
but not
She should
really.
be making fun of her own head of hair. Look at that head of
It's
hair.
bad.
It's amazing. It's like a helmet. It's like an actual helmet.
It's like a cross between a mullet and
You know when you go
a
to
beehive.
You know when you go to the wig store and you see the wigs that are actually on the little fake heads?
Yes.
Her head looks like a fake head where there's a wig on it.
Yes.
She's also yelling at the crowd. I don't care. I don't care if you believe me. I'm getting paid either way.
Yeah. Yeah, you're talking to dead people.
Hey.
Dead people. She's afraid.
She's afraid.
She's afraid. I'm from New Jersey. She's afraid and I'm from New Jersey. She's afraid I had to fly first class. The private plane's all broken. Buy my book. Oh my God, what a shithead.
You understand, it's not up to me who... Are you the one with the Europe trip? Yes. Oh, moron. See, he wasn't done. So just know it's just his way of acknowledging, thank you for spending my money, he says. Just so that he will be going with you. I don't know if it's something that you discussed about prior to his passing, something that the two of you always wanted to do as a family.
The 60-year-old
So please know
woman
it is
she's
his
talking
way-
to,
Yeah.
like, who else was she going on a Europe trip with?
Yeah, I
before the
mean,
husband passed away.
that's
'cause
right.
She,
Yeah. And I think what happened is the guys that were behind the computers with the iPads, they pointed to their chins, and that must be some kind of signal,
yes,
right?
yes.
But clearly they're talking in her ear. That either she probably posted on Facebook like 3 days ago, headed to Spain, so excited,
Right.
Because 65-year-old women can't stop themselves from saying shit like that on the internet.
True.
Going to the store on Center Street, be gone from my house between 2 and 4 p.m.
Exactly.
Acknowledging that he's happy that you're going and very proud and that he will be going with you in spirit. Do you have wine glasses either engraved or a special...
Do you have
Do
wine
you have
glasses?
wine glasses? I sense you the kind of lady who has wine glasses. What 65-year-old woman doesn't have wine glasses with some kind of shit engraving on it? You want to know why? Because it was a wedding gift from 1950 to 1990. Everybody gave wine glasses with an engraving on it.
Yep.
Yes. We have to get the engraved wine glasses, Bob. I don't give a shit. I'm marrying you so I don't die alone.
Or just something signifying something special? Because I just asked him to validate. He took wine glasses and said salute and then showed me names engraved on the glasses. Is that correct?
Yes.
dead
Salute. He just showed me. How are you seeing this and still talking to somebody? What is it, a fucking movie going
dead
on?
man.
Yeah. Teresa, show him our wedding gift. I always hated these.
Tell my wife salute.
Teresa, it's me, Mr. Dead Guy. Show her the toaster oven from the wedding. Tell her to go fuck herself. We could have gotten a color TV.
Salute.
Show her the cable remote control. Tell her I still blame her for being the last on the block to get cable TV. I missed 10 years of Cheers.
Oh my God. Oh my
He
God.
will be going with you in spirit. Do you understand the leg issue? Because when spirit jumps up and down, it is my symbol for that they can move freely on the other side. They do not have any disability and or ailment on the other side. They leave it with the physical body.
When they jump up and down.
They're jumping up and down.
Your husband's jumping on one leg. He's screaming, ah, ah, my gallbladder. Salute. Tell her. He's jumping up and down with your grandmother's wedding ring on one leg, saying, salute, salute. Go to Spain. I'll be there in spirit. I never wanted to go to that fucking country anyway. I'll be here in purgatory, bouncing up and down on one leg. To signal to Teresa, I'm free. If you can hear them, why don't they just tell you this information? You have to see them bouncing up and down? That's their signal? You guys talk about this? What's all the bouncing up and down about? Oh, it means we're free.
You see what happens, Teresa. Is we're free.
When you get to heaven, you get a whole handbook. It's crazy. You jump up and down, that means you're free. If you wave your hands around, it means stop. You've gone too far. If I give you the thumbs up, you're in the right direction. Thumbs down, you're a stinker. If I punch somebody in the balls, it means it hurts in the rectum.
Oh my God, this is hilarious.
If it looks like I'm taking a shit, it means I died on the toilet. I'll give you a copy. I'll send it to your email. Thanks, Teresa, for doing all this great work on behalf of us people stuck in Middle Earth without the ability to communicate directly with anyone we love. Thank God for you. What's with the hair?
So please know that he can move freely on the other side. Did you always cook him certain foods, but he didn't like it?
Get him, Fern. Attack Fern. Did you cook him foods? Did you cook him anything?
Did he one time not like something?
He's pouring boiling water on his face. He's sticking his head in an air fryer. That's my universal sign for you cooked him something.
I know. It's like I'm getting something. Did you ever cook him anything?
Did you cook him anything?
Did he not like something one time?
He's sticking his head in the oven. That's the universal sign for you cooking with shit. That's the universal sign for you wish you could have gone earlier, not had to eat so much of your food. Oh my God, I could do this.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to look. I got my own problems with my cooking. I don't need to get in the problem in the middle of yours. But because he just said, "Oh, and by the way, could you just tell him I'm not eating this anymore?" And I went, "What?" So whatever it is.
Was that after he said salud?
Yeah, salud. Tell her I'm not eating her shitty food anymore because I no longer have a mouth or esophagus. Tell her your tummy doesn't work exactly the same way when you don't have a body. Can you tell her that, Teresa? Is that possible? He's jamming a butcher knife in his stomach. That's a universal sign for he's having problems with his rectum. He can't shit like he used to.
Oh my God. This really is so
man.
funny. Oh,
we're not
Lord.
even 3 minutes into this video. Well, part 4 coming up.
Because no one would know about that. Validating that he's at peace and still with you, but more importantly, supporting going on the trip. Who had the issue with the brain?
Hold on. So stop. So more importantly, he's supporting you going on.
You're
this
good on the trip. Don't worry about it.
He just says he's not eating your shitty food and salud. Yeah. And he's jumping on one leg, but in the end, he says just.
That's right. He flapped his wings. That's the universal sign for you're good to go to Europe. Fly away, little birdie, fly. Oh my God.
She's moving on now.
Alzheimer or dementia? Who's that?
Well,
oh my God. Does anybody know anybody with Alzheimer or dementia? I have Alzheimer's and dementia. What are you talking about? So easy.
And died?
No.
No, who died with the brain? The issue with the brain.
Oh, look, he's pointing again.
Yeah.
The guy is pointing again. The guy.
Yep.
I'm going to point this out here to everybody on the TCB.
Let's
I'm sorry,
see
you have to
it.
go to YouTube to watch me do this.
Yep.
Right here. He's pointing. So she's got some producer type schmuck that's on the side that's actually pointing to other people as she's talking.
She's zeroing in on people. Like that woman said, yes, I know someone with Alzheimer's. And she goes, that died? And she goes, no.
Okay.
I have it.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to me?
I'm dying of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and then she moves on.
Watch the guy with the tie, Krissy, okay? Watch how when she says no, when the person she's talking to says no, he drops his mouth. He's like, oh, like this? Like, I just researched this. I just saw this on Facebook. You can tell. Watch.
Who died with the brain, the issue with the brain? And who is the MR name? Mark, Mary, Marie. They don't have to be passed. They could be here in the physical world. Because I might be piggybacking.
Wait, I went too far. Hold on.
I
might be piggybacking. I might be piggybacking. Hold on one second. I want to rewind this 1 second. Okay. She said, first of all, she's going to get into the piggybacking thing, which I can imagine Teresa's probably done a lot of piggybacking in her life. But watch the guy.
No.
Yep.
My brother died of a brain aneurysm, and I also had a brain aneurysm and almost died.
No, who died with the brain, the issue with the brain? And who is the MR name? Mark, Mary, Marie. They don't have to be passed. They could be here in the physical world. Because I might be piggybacking.
I might be piggybacking. That's when one of your
spirits are all talking to me.
That's when one of your husbands,
They're cheering, saluting, they're jumping around, they're sticking their heads in air fryers. It's all too much.
That's when two of your husbands are simulating double penetration on me. And that's the universal sign for piggybacking. It hurts, but hey, I got a gift.
You think you got problems?
You think you got problems? I'm getting double penetrated by all these ghosts around here. If I didn't talk so much, there'd be a tick in my mouth too.
Have the same meaning. I need to shift to the person. Was your brother complaining about not feeling well prior to the aneurysm?
Well,
because he says, even if I went to the doctor before. Now, look, I don't need any emails from doctors saying that, if you went to the doctor. But look, from what Spirit has explained to me, our destiny in life.
What is Anderson's purpose?
Anderson is just like, he's facilitating. Anderson's purpose is to suss out the bullshit. Though I've seen Anderson actually get psychic readings from other psychics before. Yeah. And he seemed to buy into it just a little bit, like a skeptical, but kind of like was like, oh, I get it, you know. But Anderson Cooper's so famous, you can find out anything you want to find out about Anderson Cooper. What part of Anderson Cooper's life is not out there on the internet? It's kind of like me and you. I mean, but that's because we actually said it, not because someone else wrote about it.
Hey, I'll find out when I get there. He's saying that even if he went to the doctor, unfortunately, would not have prevented his passing.
Because he's now a doctor in the afterlife.
Yeah. Well, he got to see a doctor in the afterlife, and the doctor told him, "Look, even if you saw a human
doctor, even if you saw a doctor with a body, it wouldn't have changed anything. You were coming up here anyway."
Right.
He took 2 paddles and pressed them against his heart. That's a universal sign for, it didn't matter. You were dead anyway.
Other complications. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
I need to talk about the person that has the Alzheimer's or who had it. So, and did you always sit with your mom? She says, please let my daughter know.
Always sit with her.
And did you know your mother? Did you talk to your mother at all, ever, at any time? Yes? When you were a child, did your mother say anything to you? I'm onto it. I knew it. She's behind me. She's got the telephone up to her ear. That's the universal sign for I talk to somebody.
That I knew that she was always there. Did you tell your mom it was okay to let go? She wants to thank you for that. She wants to thank you for releasing her soul here in the physical world. Did you used to feel a presence in her room or like a coldness in the room?
Yeah.
But
my mom died.
But the HVAC company said that my furnace was broken.
Was it cold in the room after your mother died?
After your mother died? Your mother's sticking her head in the freezer. That's the universal sign for it's cold in your room.
But a presence. See, for me, coldness is a presence of spirit. So when you would sit with mom, you would...
Well, then shit, we got ghosts all over this studio right now.
It's freezing.
It's freezing in here. That spirit letting me know that it's cold.
Salud.
Yes, salud. That spirit letting me know that it's cold outside.
The presence of other loved ones that have departed. Is that correct?
No.
You would feel a presence? Know that that's spirit and that she was not alone. Do you understand that? She also wants to thank you for not treating her as if she was sick. Did your mom?
She wasn't. She died of an aneurysm. This is such horseshit.
Oh, it really is.
How does she sleep at night? I wonder how she sleeps at night.
In a big, fat, comfortable
Paycheck.
bed. Yeah. Or on vacation in Tahiti.
I read that she just like, it's the Ritz-Carlton all the way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she takes like whole, like she has a
she's
whole.
wearing Manolo Blahnik shoes. I can see the red on the bottom. And it's the diamonds and the hair and the jewelry.
I've heard she has like a whole van that just, two vans that follow her around the country with just wardrobe.
Yeah.
That's it. Just wardrobe.
Always complain about being cold. She just held up a knitted blanket and placed it to the side. That's my
What
symbol.
old woman doesn't complain of being cold? Actually, what woman doesn't complain of being cold? It's one of those things.
Right.
Women are always cold and men are always hot.
For that they're not cold anymore on the other side. Really acknowledging
They're not
that
cold
any
on the other
disability
side
or-
They're not
anymore.
cold on the
That's
other side.
good to know.
They don't have a body.
Right. Exactly. They're not eating that bad food. They're not cold.
Not
They're
at
drinking.
all. I just want to know.
They're drinking because they're saying
heavily. They're saying salute. They're throwing that wine. It goes right through the back of their ghost
They're
faces.
jumping.
Yeah.
Jumping around.
I can see someone drinking a glass of wine and it just goes right through their ghost face onto the floor. Teresa.
With the physical body.
So
Who was buried in a red dress? Stop it.
Stop it. Who was buried in a casket? Stop it. You're kidding me. This is amazing. I see someone in a casket. That's the universal sign for they were buried in a casket. Oh, I got to hear this one.
You go, oh, no, not me. or someone was viewed. Because they had me stand at a casket and I saw someone viewed.
They had me stand at a casket. You're going to funerals now?
You're going to funerals while you're standing in a television studio? What happened? What is going on? Where are you going? They had me stand next to a casket. You're so full of fucking shit. I'm doing luminosity right now, where they ask you to pay attention to two things at one time. It's like a brain training exercise. And they ask you to there's this thing called like mind flexibility and attention. So you have to pay attention to two things at one time.
Yeah.
I have yet to score on a basic level. And I'm consider myself a guy kind of quick-witted, right? This lady's going to funerals, she's bouncing around, she's going to Europe, she's coming back, all in the span of 30 seconds. How does she even talk?
No, this is crazy.
They said, can you believe that this is how I was laid to rest?
Like I'm picturing like a flashback.
Yeah. Zoom, zoom.
Teresa's sitting in a casket. Can you believe this
Can
is
you
how
believe this?
I was laid there. And back.
I just went that, and I'm back. And welcome back to the Teresa Caputo Show.
Or did someone, they just told me yes. So who was that? Okay. So you thought
They
that?
just told me yes.
They just told me.
You thought
Yeah.
that about someone?
You thought what about someone?
I don't know, something about something. She just throws out bullshit and then people respond to it. This is maddening to me. Because I think anybody could do this if they had the right personality. And you'll notice that Teresa does not allow anybody else to control the conversation.
No, she's very controlling.
Anderson just tried to interrupt on his own show to ask a question.
Spoken once.
He hasn't, and when he
and
tries
the poor
to,
co-host, Tamira
forget
Braxton.
about it. Tamira Braxton has
She's
no
just
chance.
following her.
She has no chance. She's following around like the ghosts are. She's another ghost in the studio. Wait, I want to hear what this lady has to say real quick. Oh, sorry.
Dress was open and she was more beautiful than ever before.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
My mother was in a fuchsia dress and she was viewed.
Fuchsia is not red. It's purple.
And when she died, she was holding my hand and she said, the light, it's so bright. And I says, Mom, Mom, it's okay to go.
And is your dad also departed as well?
Yes, he is.
So know that they are together.
Oh, I know it. They were Mutt and Jeff in real life, and now I'm sure they're
having a
together
great
again.
time without these bodies.
I see them too, jumping up and down. Hey, I'm flapping my wings. We're going to Europe. Oh man! I wish.
Oh my God.
I say this.
What say you?
What say me is that I will absolutely keep an open mind
Yeah.
with any psychic that
I
comes
like
on
to
the
think
commercial
that I
break.
will be saluting after I'm gone. You know I love wine.
I know you love wine.
And so I'm going to get an edged glass.
I will be. You're gonna get a signature glip. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got some Tiffany edged glasses for a wedding present.
You upped your
There
credit
you
limit
go.
after you died. And listen, I know for a fact that you better come find me after you die.
Yes.
If I'm still alive, and
yes.
if I'm dead and you're still alive,
Hello,
I'm coming to find you.
Bryan.
Oh, welcome back to the commercial.
Look at
break.
my no body.
Look at my body. It's invisible. I will keep an open mind, an absolutely open mind. If any psychic wants to come on the commercial break and ply your craft, and at the very least, we'll have some fun. Because if you're just if you honestly believe it,
it's a technique for sure.
No doubt.
It's a showmanship.
No doubt, it's showmanship. It's like
Have
the
you
old.
seen the movie Nightmare Alley?
I have seen the Nightmare Alley, and it's showmanship.
Exactly.
That's right. It's diversion and distraction
Yep.
and all this other stuff.
You throw the net out wide and then you zero in. Yep.
But what makes me mad about Teresa is she's actually fucking with people's heads.
Yeah, well, she's saying those people are communicating
with her, saying direct things,
jumping
back,
around.
And she's the only one that can see or
Right.
hear it. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
If
She's
the
being
universe,
flown to funerals.
yeah, and then she's back. If she's the person that the spirit is picked to communicate with, we got a fucking problem in the afterlife too. Not only are we all fucked here, we're all fucked in the afterlife.
She's doing the ghost work.
Unbelievable. TCBpodcast.com is where you go. You find out more about Krissy and I. You can watch all the videos. You can listen to all the audio. You can get your free TCB collectible sticker. You can connect with us on social media.
Or in the afterlife.
Through
Teresa.
Yeah, if
Just
you're
go
dead,
through Teresa.
we'll take the downloads there too.